right. I don't know what happened there, but that was kind of a pain. So, good morning. And it's Sunday morning. So, I'm trying to get on my stream at 11, but that's not going to happen today. So, I figured I've been usually coming up here earlier, earlier in the morning to do this. So that's what I'm doing. Let me try to set the mood a little bit. I really like how the StreamYard has the option for background music. I know it's probably really loud. Try that out. So something I'm going to try also is I'm going to try to bring up my other device here and make it so I can bring it around if I, so this episode I'll be talking about stuff and this stream and showing some things again. It's what I like to do on these streams, talk about some stuff. So let me try to see if I can get this to work here. So again, bear with me while we do this. I've been having trouble lately with trying to get my GoPro to hook up to this computer. It's nothing but issues. You don't want to update the software and try to get a better screen than using this Logitech camera. Let me see if this will. Nope. You can see the camera that I'm using and that reflection right there. Right? So that's what I'm trying out. So the next thing I'm going to try to do is so I'm trying to do my tablet here so I can come in and share that. So go home, live. I'm not showing myself live just yet. Just quite yet. Your channel live. Okay, here we go. I want to see if this will work with my own channel going into my own streamer to see if I don't or I know there's a way to do this. I know there's a way to do this. Oh wait, let me click on this. Open in Google Chrome or Safari. Do that. Entering your studio. Never tried this before. Coming in on my own account on another device to this, so I could. Okay, I'll just put T2A. Just I don't feel like typing all that. Enter studio. Let myself on. Now there's echo. So I'll just turn one of them down. All right. Let me turn this volume down. I know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this thing far away on a different tank. So let's see how this works out here. Seems like it's working out pretty good so far, right? turn this camera around. Okay, so much reflection. Turn this light on. Close this curtain. If I had a table to set this right here, that would be amazingly perfect, but I don't. It's not at the moment, I don't. Watch out, Layla. Oh, dang. Well, it'll be like this for now. Until I get a table in here, but y'all can see that, right? Okay, Layla, come here. Come on. Come on. You get it. Come on, Layla. Okay. Let me turn the volume up on this. All right. So I brought myself into my own stream on a different device. So that's cool. That's very cool. I figured out how to do that. It's pretty awesome. And if I turn this around, I got two of my tanks going on. I'm learning people as we go. I'm learning. Turn this thing around the right way here. There we go. So I put it on that tank, and you can see that. And if I want to walk around, I just use that one. But let's see what's going on in there. That's the 90 gallon. And, you know, over time you get the live rock, you know, growing, all the good stuff on it. And so that's my setup right there, basically. And I have a fake, just a little background on there that I taped on in the back. I haven't done anything special with it, but I get a closer view of that. Actually, that's probably better. I'm just checking out these different views. Okay, well, I guess that one's. Yeah, I think I'll stick with that one. There we go. So like I said, what's going on in there right now is, I don't know if you could see, I can't really point at it, but behind this canister filter on the right, the internal canister filter, that Marineland internal canister filter, the black one with the red stripe going across. So right below it, where's he at? Just came out the back there. You can see there's a pajama cardinal. It's hard to see, but oh shoot, yeah, okay. Okay, so there were two, and unfortunately, I've had them in there for a while, the two, and unfortunately, when I clean it out, I need to remove the rock. And hey, Scott, what's going on? Morning, just woke up. We'll be working and making coffee. Sounds like a great idea, actually. I'm just drinking water right now. I haven't had some good coffee in like a long time. Sometimes, yeah, I still need it though. Is there an echo? I don't think there is, but hopefully there's not. So yeah, like I said, I took that view, put it on my 90-gallon saltwater tank, and I like how I have the color variation with the live rock in there. Like that one right in the middle, that pinkish looking one. All right, good, cool. I can't remember, that one came like that. They all came like pretty much the same color, like the purplish ones, and then these ones. Well, I'm acting like you can see the cursor on my mouse. They basically came with that color, but so this is the tank I just recently put in. I used to have a hang on the back, right on the right side of this tank in the back there. Okay. I really should get a table for that. Set that set that thing on, but I'm gonna be going around anyway. It doesn't matter. Um, it would make more sense if I was with it, but whatever. The Yeah, I put in the sump in the bottom a protein skimmer, and it's underneath there in the 20 long sump that I built, and it's working really well. And I love where it's at. It's down below. I don't have the hang on the back there anymore, where it just looked all. It was an eyesore. It just looked all, not aesthetically pleasing. So it's. I know you can't really see the top of the tank, but it's. I mean, I have other ideas for this tank as far as saltwater goes. I want to, like we all do. We all have different ideas about how we want to set up tanks after a while. We get kind of like, for me, I get kind of bored with how it looks, so I just kind of change things up after some time. But yeah, they're all doing pretty well in there. I mean, it's due for a cleaning basically, like in the tank and probably in the sump too. I need to take everything out under there, just kind of use the gravel vacuum to get some of that bottom sediment up at the bottom of the sump in there. Like, I don't have a, what do you call that? What do you call, like, that you put at the bottom of underneath your substrate? Um, well, I don't have like any. I can't remember what it's called, but I don't have anything sitting up on this underneath the substrate where stuff can go under it. And if I'm way off on that terminology, whatever. But it's just a glass bottom with the bio balls, and then in one of those nets, and then I have the protein skimmer right next to it in the biomedia section of it. And then on the right side of it is the return with the return pump. I think I put too much space when I built the baffles with for the return pump. I could have narrowed that down a little bit, but I mean, everything works great. It's fine. Um, so I'm just, I'm at the point where I'm just enjoying the tank right now, which we always should be anyway. So as you can see at the top left, you see that yellow wrasse up there. He's out right now. I think that's a morning fish. Okay, that's the morning one. Now there's a fire goby that. What are you doing, cat? There's a fire goby that I never see in the morning. It's usually out at nighttime. I never see the yellow wrasse, that yellow long one on the left there, and the fire goby out at the same time. Have I ever? Maybe I have. I don't know, but that's the morning fish. The fire goby is much smaller. Is pretty way smaller, but that one's usually out at night. I never see them out together. It's weird. Uh, so, and that red one in the middle, that's the firehawk. That's one that's pretty awesome looking little fish. It'll swim, perch, look at you, swim, perch. See, it just landed down there. So it's probably just staring, and then it'll start swimming again in a few seconds or so. But there it goes. So I know inside the tank, I'm not really happy with all the stuff that's just hanging over the back of it. I got two heaters in there. Do I need them? Probably not. I keep that right around 80 degrees, 79. It goes between 79 and 80. So that seems to be the happy medium for the tank. Like you see the return one. Excuse me. For the sump underneath, you see those two that the return. What is it? Pipes. The black ones right there. Just have them kind of stick it in there, and you got the sponge filter right to the left of it coming up. Oh, it froze. There it goes. And then just to the right, that's one of the heaters, and then to the right of that is that skinny black thing with the white in the middle. That's the I have a canister filter in there too. So I just have a sump canister filter, internal canister filter, and a sponge filter all in the same tank. I brought it up before. It wasn't initially like I really just need the sump and the protein skimmer in there, but I had that all set up because when I went to travel a while back, I was gone for like just over a week, and the wife was here. And if the ooh, the cat's trying to get the fish. Hang on. I don't want to disturb him. The electric blue jack Dempsey is staring at him. He's like, "What? You can't get me." And there's the polar blue convicts. What are you doing? What are you doing, Titus? What are you doing? Hmm? Trying to get them fish? You're not going to get them. You're not going to get them. You're just going to chill right there. Okay, that's fine. Just want to be on camera. Want me to keep it there? Hey. You know you're on camera, right? Okay. There he goes. Okay. He got his moment. He's happy. He's happy he got his moment there. All right, so I was just looking at a text. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, everything inside that tank. I'll probably end up taking. It keeps it super clean. Oh my god, clear. And I'll try taking like say the internal canister filter out, um, and then I'm going to remove the external canister filter. It's a Fluval 307. Yeah. Just to see like if I remove them, just to see how the sump does on its own, which obviously it should be doing a great job. But I got to be careful removing filtration whenever it's been running like that for a while, right? So yeah, I just got to watch that. I got to do it slowly over time. I don't want to take all that filtration away all at once. Um, just because I'm just tired of having all that stuff in there. That's all. And I've seen people. It'd be cool to have one of those. Maybe have one of those a thin kind of three-dimensional background, right? So, sorry, I got people texting me, work-related stuff. But yeah, that's what I would like to. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to do that, but uh, that's that one. That's that tank right there. Seems like the fish are doing fine. The sailfin seems to be the boss in there. The big one right there. And the blue hippo tank is just kind of there. But there's plans for that one. It's gonna stay like a Fowler. I'm not going back to coral. I tried it, and I'm not. I mean, it's cool. I love the way it looks, but I'm not set up to do it. I don't want to invest that much money into it, really, because once you have your tanks set up how you want them, they're running. That's what costs the most. Obviously, is just getting everything together. But that's pretty much it as far as and once just maintaining it is doesn't cost too much, except for I'm sure it puts a little bit of load on your electric bill, constantly running and everything. So now the 150 over here. I don't know if I can't remember if I showed it you guys like on my last stream, but I have two new additions to it. Okay, I don't think I have because last time I did a stream, I think I was filling the tank, but I don't remember if those fish were in here. If they were, then they were, and I already showed you. But I'm going to show this again. Let me scoot this table over so I can reach it from here with this camera. I just have a little table I put out here for my stream. Hopefully this thing will reach over here. All right. So there's a huge reflection because I got a window right there, and the blinds are closed. There's all curtains on them. So this is the new setup. I took these rocks. I used to have them in a tank a long time ago, but they've been in the backyard. But I cleaned them. I actually boiled them too. So when I would put them in the tank, they wouldn't leave any residue, any dirt. So I put them in there all nice and clean. I can set this thing back far enough you can see the whole tank, maybe. So I still kept these things on the side here, like these little plastic stacked rock looking things right there. There's rock there. And then I've had this driftwood piece that has a base. It's got the kind with the base nailed to it. And I had that in that tank right there for a little while. Took it out and put it over here because I got this bigger piece with the base. And man, those things are not cheap either. And the fake plant, I just put it behind it, so we kind of just, it's not a part of it obviously, but it just kind of it goes pretty well with it. A couple live plants still are in there, and then some more of this rock that I had for a long time. So the two new additions, I don't know if I showed them to you. Something simple, that guy right there, he's just almost, I don't know if he's a full size, but he's just a plain convict. I saw him over there. I wanted like a bigger one because I'm always used to seeing little ones, and I just got him. This one, her. It's I think it's a male. I don't see any red on the side of it. But that's his home right there inside that rock. He claimed that one, and he just once in a while he'll just chase certain fish away. Some other fish he doesn't see, like the blood parrots. You don't really see them. I've noticed as any kind of, if you want to call it a threat, but I still got the two angels in there. They're just kind of floating, stationary, kind of. And so in the other edition, wherever it's at, there's the convict that's in this house right now. Like I sorry about the reflection. Huge reflection. Let me find. Oh, this guy right here. Can you see him? He's new. She. This one's new. That one. So they say that one's a green terror, but I always hear it's not a true green terror because it's got the orange outlining the end of the fin. So they told me it's a gold something that's really what it is. And if it's not a true green terror, maybe it's just kind of a mix between some. But I think right now this kind actually, the way it looks cooler than a regular green terror. So I don't know. I just went and they had other actual green terror supposedly in the same tank, but I just wanted to get that one. She was staring at me. I was like, all right, pick me. And here's, of course, this guy's always loving the camera. Oh, and there goes the big Oscar. He's the only one that this Oscar kind of messes with is that gold severum. I don't know why. I haven't got a clue. But he needs to chill. But he's an Oscar, so. There's the albino lemon Oscar. Like Up there, just chilling, kind of swimming around. They're waiting to eat. I haven't fed them yet this morning. Right? Hey, buddy. Growing fast. Growing fast. You know, probably about, I'd say he's about 5 inches. Something like that. Close to 5 inches. He's gonna get bigger. Way bigger. And this guy peeking his head up down there. That's a wombo, a parrot. You know, the other part of him is, holy crap, is pretty, I don't want to say, is pretty aggressive, sort of. I was surprised. I'd have to look up and see what a womboa is. Womboa. Boa parrot. If I haven't spelled that right. Womboa parrot. They show them as red. You know? Oh, you know what? Hang on. I don't know why I'm doing that. I could just share the screen. Look something up here. Share screen. Alright. Share screen. Ooh, you can have extra camera. It's a new feature. Okay. Oh, okay. Share screen. Share screen. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Window. Extra screen. Chrome tab. I don't know. I did this last time. I did this all last time. But I'm just trying to, let's see, share screen, slides. Nope. I just want to find out, try to get the internet up here. Not extra camera. Video file. Nope. Share screen. I guess this is basically it right here. It's all choppy. Oh, I have to bring this down to half, I guess. Slide this on over. If I did this correctly last time, open up a new screen, bring it out here. Okay, then I'll be sharing the screen like that. See if this works. Share screen. There we go. Can I move that? Oh, here we go. Okay. I think y'all see this. Wombo parrot. All right, and it shows the red one. So let's see. Wombo parrot blue. Here we go. This picture right. Let me go to images. Okay, this is the one I have right here. Wombo parrot, a blue. Okay, so it's just a blue wombo parrot cichlid. That's the one I got right there. I think they're. It's weird because it's like the way their face is shaped. And then they have a stubby little body. Let's see. What are they? What is? I'm just gonna ask the question. What is the wombo blue parrot? A mix of. If I'm asking that right, a mix of. Not ending a sentence properly, but wombo. I'm sorry. Said he had ever heard of this. Okay. I mean, if anybody already knows this, feel free. I mean, I've just heard of this fish first, like a couple months, probably about 2 months ago. Never seen it before. I thought I saw it in the fish store. I thought it was really cool. So I figured I'd take a look at it, and because I wanted like a bluish fish in there, you know what I mean? I wanted like a bluish fish. Bluish fish. there's Monster Fish Keeper. It's cool. Looks like a short body Texas and parrot Texas. Okay. Isn't a hybrid between a blood parrot and a Texas cichlid. Okay. So it's a blood parrot and a Texas cichlid. Looks about right. Okay, so I'm gonna look up Texas and parrot cross. Okay, so it's several people said that, so that's what I'm going with. So the Texas cichlid is the portion of it. Let me type in Texas. I mean, even though I saw these over at the thing the other day, Texas cichlids images. So those are Texas cichlids. That's where I guess it gets the. It looks okay. So yeah. So Texas cichlids pretty much. That's where it seems like it's most of its color, shape, and everything. But the parrot side is what keeps it short and stubby-ish. So it's funny, you got this kind of fish right here, and you see the Texas. It's like, where do the Texas cichlid and the convict cichlid have in common for mixes, which is the blood parrot? Because if you get convict and a blood parrot, then you get come on back there, dog. Oh, it's the cat. Okay. What was I saying? You get the convict and the Texas cichlid. What they have in common is, like I said, the blood parrot, because blood parrots and convicts are the polar blue convicts. I think it's just interesting. You mix, like, I'm learning how to, like, they mix the fish and they become, what they create. And like if we look up flower horn, because I have one of those, flower horn mix. Wait, what's okay? I don't know if I'm asking these questions right. What makes a flower horn? So they are originally created by breeding green Texas cichlid with a Momin or King Kong parrot. Wow. Okay. Or King Kong parrot. Oh, I just got a spam text. Michael, your February bill has been paid. Please accept our special rebate of $150 from BZ. I don't know who that is. So yeah, so whether you like them or not, they're there. Okay, flower horns. I seen some cool, like some flower horns that are like right there and in your face, like just big, and they have the big hump on their forehead. They're originally created, like I said, green Texas cichlid with a Momin or King Kong parrot. So I need to look up, just from that, I need to look up the Momin or King Kong parrot. So we got a green Texas cichlid, all right? A Momin or King Kong parrot. So Momin, or I'm just gonna type it out, King Kong parrot. So all of them originate from parrots, really, like all those mixes. Or red Momin. Okay. No, let me go back. I want to go to, it's a good looking source, but I want to go to images here. Red Momin. Okay, so this, okay. Red Momin, Super King Kong parrot, right here, the third one. It has the hump. Okay, so you take, say, this with a Texas cichlid, and you get, supposedly you get a flower horn. Okay. Let's look up Texas cichlid. What? That ain't right. Oh, I misspelled cichlid. Okay. Well, let me just retype that whole word. I just butchered that. There we go, Texas Cichlids. Okay, so I just looked at them actually. I just already looked at them, so Texas Cichlid. Boom, right there. Interesting. All right. So you take this with a blood parrot, and you basically get a flower, or the Momin King Kong parrot. You get a flower horn. That's awesome. So, and I'm wondering, like, if you when you mix like dogs with, you know how you, I'm going way off. You know how you keep mixing dogs, right? And what are you doing over there? Keep mixing dogs, and they say they get a little bit more aggressive if you keep doing breeding them too much. What do you want, huh? You want some attention? It's my little dog right here. You're not vicious at all, are you? No. So yeah. So yeah, that's what I was looking at right here. I think what I'm going to do is just put this on my tank for a moment because I need to run and do something, and I will be back. I will be back shortly, momentarily. Try not to get a reflection here. I think that one's good. Is that a good spot? Let me get rid of this screen right here. Enlarge that. Yeah, again, I hate how I have this reflection on here. I am getting ready to create a video though, something different. It won't be, just create a video and post it. It'll be different. It'll be pretty cool. It's something I can't do live though. I can't. It won't let me do it live, but you'll see what I'm talking about after I do it. Okay. And I might do it today and then post it today if possible, if I can get my GoPro to cooperate with me. All right. If I can get it to cooperate. So I'll be back shortly, momentarily. Just let you guys look at two different tanks here. If you want to hang out, like I said, I'll be back just in a couple minutes. Layla, come on, let's go outside. No, this way. Come here. Come here. Take these dogs outside. Where are you? One little girl. Here you go. The bathroom. Layla, go. They're like, nope, I'm not going in there. It's funny. It's funny. All right, guys. So let me take this one onto another adventure here. So this is an up close view. I'm going to update with this guy. This is the flower horn I was talking about. A mixture between a Texas cichlid and a King Kong or Momin parrot creates one of these. And this one's not, I've seen some attack the glass, but this one won't, right? So I'm going to walk past, go upstairs here. up here. All right. This is the, I like to call it the nursery, but it's not really. I mean, you know, we got the baby angels, and they're pretty they're pretty small. You can see comparison right there. Okay, I mean, there's several neon tetras that aren't babies, but they're all doing pretty well. You know, I got plants I need to trim, or not trim, but I got a couple floating up there. See chat, bring up chat. Comments, live chat. I don't know if I could see that from, no. So I'm on my other, I can't really see the chat right now in case anybody is typing right now, but I'm upstairs looking at this little tank. The other one you see on the left is the bigger 150 downstairs. Those guys. And another thing right here is, let me turn this around. Watch out. I don't know if you can see it. So it's kind of dark in here, but I just set up this 30 gallon. I got the water, the sponge filter, wave maker, heater in there. I just haven't figured out what I want to put in there yet. If I have to split up some fish, you know, that start getting a little bit bigger, or anything. But let me go. I'm gonna keep this sitting right here, actually. Maybe I keep it up here. You can see. Oops. I like just seeing. You can see the steam just swimming by. I think my iPad's gonna stay up here very well, like this. Yeah, bring it. No, I can't bring it down that close. Not to the other one. We'll just keep it right there. All right, puppy. Let's go. Go down to the other one. All right. Good morning, Mississippi Hippie. Just thanks for just stopping in and say hey, what's up? I got 2 cameras going here. So I think I think what I'm going to do is, what time is it? 9:07. Sorry. Got some. I think I'll just keep this up for now. Get a view in case you woke up with a migraine. I'm still here lurking. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. I just been moving them around to the other tanks. I got like the one with the smaller fish, like with the angels, a couple baby convict, polar blue convicts, the baby angels, and the neons. That's upstairs. That's in a 30 gallon. So the water's getting just a hair low. And this one here is the 150 on the left with the bigger fish, with the cichlids, other cichlids. There he goes, Oscar chasing that gold 7, like it likes to do. So I'm just going to keep this up. I'll just sit here and talk. I just got work texting about some stuff. So can you hear the music? I know there's music in the background. Because what is this? StreamYard has that new feature, I guess. And I mean, I do a monthly subscription to it because I like the extra features that you can do. It's pretty cool. So I was just wondering if you can hear the music or if it's too low in the background. Okay, you can see right there swimming out of the camera view on the left. That's the green terror, supposedly. Oh, I just can't say green terror because people say that's not a true green terror. Which honestly, I really don't care. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter to me. I think it looks pretty cool. I like it. You can hear it softly. Okay, so it's pretty good. Like volume, just have a little bit of background music. That's cool. I saw that. I was like, ooh, I like that. Talking sounds good too. Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I woke up. I was like, normally my stream's at 11, but I won't be able to do it. So I wanted to get the stream in, um, just to have something here. So let's see, what do we got here? I'm just talking to work too. So man, last night I was on. What was I? I was watching. I don't know. I think Terry. Well, Terry was doing a couple streams last night, and I was so tempted. Like in the late one, like after midnight, I was so tempted. I was still awake. I was tempted to hop on there, but I don't know why I just didn't. I guess I was listening to the trivia, but I was too tired. I guess after a while, it was like finally 2 in the morning. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you could always bring it up to like. So you could probably hear it more than I can. I can't even hear like what. I'm trying to listen to it. Yeah, it's a cool feature. It's a cool feature. All right, just trying to get this work text out of the way here. I may try to do if I can. I can't promise anything. I may try to do a stream tonight if I'm home because I'll be doing more stuff. I do include more things when there's more, like a bigger crowd, um, with these streams and all. You got a pair of baby convicts. Okay, are they like the true convict or like regular convicts? Or are they like um, the polar blue convicts? Because like in this tank right here, I have like a full. I don't know if it's full grown, but it's just a convict. I saw it at the store. I was like, I want to get that one just because it was a bigger size, and I think they're cool with the stripes and all. And he doesn't seem too bad. He just kind of chases people away from his little area. The regular kind, yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm used to seeing like when they're small. But I went to a different aquarium fish store, a local one who had a bigger size one. So I decided to get that one, which what they're convicts, they don't cost much. Just wanted to try them, yeah. I mean, if you, I mean, I'm sure you already know, but is it a male and a female? Then you already know what's coming with that. As far as um, having fry, it's like I got two polar blue convicts that I keep in the same tank, and in a 55 with some other fish, and I know they're always breeding, and I can't save them all, you know. Like they'll do their thing, protect the babies, and then after a while the babies are gone. Unfortunately, I mean they're just, yeah, I could separate them, but they just seem happy in the same tank. So, you know, I mean, I'm not going out buying feeder fish. One has orange coloring, yeah, yeah, that's a female, so definitely, they're always interesting to have in there. I like seeing them. That's actually one. That's out of all the fish I've had, those are the first ones who I've seen that had babies since I've had fish. So, and I've had, let's see, what other fish? Of course, I've bred angels once. It wasn't on purpose. It was just by accident. So the two angels that I have up there, you can see at the top, right there. They're paired up, all right, and oh, you like them so far? Yeah, I mean I think you'll always like them because it's like they keep it interesting in the tank as far as just what they do, swimming around, chasing other fish away from the area. They're not boring. Like, good thing angelfish are kind of cool to look at because they're boring. They're pretty boring fish. Pretty boring fish. So, but those are paired up. They've had babies. Those are those you saw the baby angels up there. Those are the ones. And there's only three. But yes, they have a lot more. They've had a lot more. And I'm a rookie. I moved them too soon. Didn't mean to do it on purpose. And I guess they just didn't like the move. So um, I learned. I've had big angels that wouldn't breed and had five white ones. Now raising them up to. I like it when they line up in a row. Yeah, like those two are kind of like that. Um, I had we a long time ago. We had two other ones, but uh, these ones they were pretty small when I got them. So these ones lasted. Like we had two before, and I was learning when I first got back into all of it with angelfish. Um, yeah, so we got those two, and I had a feeling they would pair up. Oh, I'm in Virginia. I'm in Virginia Beach. Yep, it's cold outside too. It's like 33. Oh wait, what we got here today? What's it saying? 32 degrees. Supposed to get up to 40. That's as high as it's supposed. 41. Yeah. Yep. They got me here. I'm stuck. I don't want to say I'm stuck, but they got me. Uh, you're aware of my name? Oh yeah, Mississippi. Okay, cool. I think, man, I've definitely been in Mississippi. I drove through when I lived out I'd say out west. When I lived out west, I lived in New Mexico for a couple of years ago, back from 2004 to 2006. And I drove when I went to came to the East Coast. I drove basically. I was close to El Paso and Las Cruces. I just drove there all the way across Texas, I-10 or I-20 or where it merged to that, and it's like 80-mile-an-hour speed limit. And back then in 2006, I just bought like a Dodge Charger, so I was like, okay, that was forever ago. But I drove through Mississippi. Uh, did I stop in Mississippi? I think I did. Did I? Let me check. Let me look at a map just so because it'll kind of refresh my memory. Let's see here. I I see you, puppy. I see you. 8-year-old puppy. Mississippi. Okay. Yeah, I definitely drove through there. Let's see, what is that? I-10. Did I stop anywhere? Let me look. I'm looking at the map. Looking at the map. Gulfport. Did I stop at Gulfport? God, it was back then. I don't know if I stopped anywhere in Mississippi, but because it's honestly, it's not that long of a drive when you're driving across. Um, let's see, drove through Louisiana. That's where I really stopped at. Um, where is Gulfport? I think I've been to Gulfport, which is isn't there? Okay, because I was in the military back then, and it was like there's a base there. I think in Mississippi, down off close to I-10. Dang it, what is the name of that place? I guess I'll have to Google that. But I went there. To me, Tennessee is up north. Yeah, Kentucky's up north. Hey, I was actually raised in Florida. Like I was born in Illinois, but I was like 3 when we moved to Florida. So I was raised in Florida for 15 years before I left there. So you were more north than I was back then. So like I lived down like way down in Florida, like down by like south of just north of Fort Myers, Sarasota area. That's where I used to live. But yeah, and then I just like I've lived. Yeah, I know, but I'm not built for the cold. Yeah, I mean, like it's some people don't. Some people don't like the cold. I don't mind the cold, but that's only if I can get out of it, like in my house, or if I don't have to drive in like the crappy snow. Um, where it's all slushy and icy, where your car can slide. But I mean, I got my truck now, but um, no, I get it. I get it. Like I can't imagine. You got the other ones that live way up there. Like I lived in Chicago for about 4 or 5 years in the past, like North Chicago, almost up, almost close to the Wisconsin state line, and yeah, they get some snow, but they're prepared for it. They do a pretty good job at plowing streets and little streets. They don't plow my neighborhood when it snows here, but we don't get a crazy amount of snow. Uh, but it doesn't take much to get the roads all slippery from slush and all that. Doesn't take much. So yeah, north. Let's see. What's crazy is if you look at a map, I didn't realize Texas, the very top point of Texas, like the toppest part of the Texas, whatever, I don't know if they call it the Panhandle, like they call Florida that, but the very top, most top part of Texas, that little stretch, is literally the latitude is the same, basically as Virginia, where I'm at. So it's weird to think that like latitude wise, I am the same as Texas. Isn't that crazy? Like Virginia. Like I'm going on the map going across, and it's the top of the state of Texas, the very top. That's insane. Because I think of Texas, I think way down south, but Texas is a big state. It comes up way up north. So Mississippi, man, are you like are you like way south Mississippi, or kind of like north middle Mississippi, or what? I mean, I'm like way out here on the East Coast. Like I'm like where Virginia Beach is. Like to me, Virginia, like the whole state of Virginia is where I'm at basically. But I'm only in the very corner. Like I'm on the most eastern corner. I think of Texas as west. Yeah, so come where I'm at, so do I. Believe me. But I mean, since I've lived over on the West Coast, so I think of it as west too. But nowadays, I think I'm more of like the kind of Midwest, only because I've been so used to. If you want to talk about west? Like I've lived like way. I've lived for 7 years. I've lived 2,000 miles west of California for 7 years. which is I lived in Hawaii for 7 years. Trust me, it wasn't on my own dime. Okay, I wouldn't have been able to afford that. It was all military, so of course I was like, yeah, take me over there. I had no problem with that whatsoever. So you look at a map and see how significant small they are there, and a lot of people live out there. They don't go anywhere. Imagine like the island of Oahu, and they just like a huge portion of them don't ever fly out of that island. Their whole lives are spent on that little island. Isn't that's and then you zoom out to the whole world. It's like you're thinking that that's such a small spot to be in and never leave. West Central Middle Mississippi, right on the border of Delta. Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha. So you guys have I don't know, like it does it because the thing is when I lived when I lived in New Mexico for about 2 years, I was like on the very bottom of in a town called Las Cruces. I worked out at White Sands Missile Range, huge missile range too, and deserty and all that kind of stuff. But it was elevated. We were at like several, 1,000 feet. I'm guessing. I can't remember. Elevated, so it got cold. Even way down there, like I seen it 17 degrees. It's there was a thin sheet of snow a couple times there in Las Cruces, and excuse me, that's literally what 20 minutes away from this, like El Paso, and El Paso is the very back part of Texas, right above, like right at Mexico. And I've seen it snow there because it's elevated. But I'm sure where you're at, what is it, Mississippi? You're more. I don't know how elevated you guys are there, but I know. I'm at sea level basically. Yeah, New Mexico is. It looks cool. And what's the crazy thing about New Mexico is, uh, the crazy thing is, it's like half. Okay, so where I lived, it was kind of deserty. The town of Las Cruces, they built it so it didn't look so um, so it didn't look so deserty. You got grass and stuff. And yeah, the nosebleed thing. I think it happened to me a couple times. I know other people that have been stationed there too it's happened to with nosebleeds. But the weird thing is, there's a patch of New Mexico that it's a place called Alamogordo. And no, you go. Let me hang on. You go further north. Sorry, zoom in here. Maybe it was Alamogordo, but you would never think of it being deserty because there's a ski resort there, and this is in the middle of New Mexico, right? And Sherry, oh, nice to meet you. I'm Mike, obviously. It's in the name. I'm Mike. Nice to meet you. So it's a crazy thing. Yeah, and I went there a couple times when I lived out there, and it's really cool. I'm like, we're in New Mexico. Like, there's in the wintertime, there's like a ski, like I said, ski resort, and man, yeah, it's insane. It reminded me a lot of if you. I mean, Colorado's just above it, but you think Colorado is more not deserty. You think it is as it's got a lot of mountains and stuff in it. So, what are you doing, huh? My little dog keeps walking around trying to get my attention. Okay. So, but yeah, I've been all around the West Coast, travel like well, not I haven't been north of. I have not been north of. Let's see, Reno. I drove up the coast of California to San Francisco, and I drove out to Reno one time. And holy crap, Reno. It was just to stay overnight. I didn't like do the whole Reno like thing. I just was staying overnight. And that place is kind of crazy. I saw some weird things just in one night. And yeah, and then drove out through. It was a good little drive. Drove across Nevada, Utah. Saw the Great Salt Flats, which stretched for like 40 miles or so to there. I'm just looking at the map right now. And that was something else too. Up by 80, Salt Lake City. Then I went south. No, wait, take it back. Colorado. Went to Aspen. And this is all just driving through. This was back in 2000, like 4. Okay, and I was like in my 2004. Oh my god, how old was I back then? Well, that's almost 20 years ago. So 18 years ago. So I was like early 20s or something, mid 20s. I don't know. But it was a hell of an experience out there. I knew I'd eventually come back to the East Coast. But yeah, it's yeah, you can jump up there. Come on. Oh, okay. I'm just used to the East Coast now. But it's kind of crazy because I go to I'm about 12 miles inland from the coast, from the beach, and I mean, I'm not really fond of. I've been spoiled with beaches. Okay, like when I lived in Hawaii and being raised in Florida, so I've been spoiled with beaches. The Virginia Beach, the water, it's like the sand is whatever. The beach sand is okay, you know, but the water I'm not too crazy about. It's not. I'm used to the clear water, tropical. I'm in a temperate weather area, not tropical weather area. So I don't really go to the beach out here. I just don't. I have, but I'm just not. I'm not crazy about the water. Like some stuff I love. Like I haven't got to do it yet, but let's see here. Since we're on the topic, no, and I don't know, like if down there, if in the Gulf of Mexico, if they have. Let me share this screen again here. Let me look something up. Oh, what I do? Share screen. Here we go. Share screen. I'm doing this right. Oh man, I'm hoping my next trip will be to Tennessee for Aquaticon. See, I've never. Oh my god, I keep hearing, seeing about all the events, right? And I would love to be able to go to some. And really, there's nothing really stopping me. Well, I just started a job, so I have to kind of save up some off time. Basically, that's really what it comes down to. But I think that one's probably the closest one to me. But I mean, I'd love to go down to Florida and see this. I don't know how what is this, the aqua show that everybody talks about all the time. You know, or any of these really. Like I'd love to go to any of them and just like you think here in Virginia Beach, like because it's a pretty good sized town, city, whatever. They would have something here, but it's like Richmond is the capital, and it's about 100 miles north of here, and it overpowers everything that happens here because it's like the capital and it's a bigger city, sort of, and that's where more things like big conventions and events happen. Even though we have a huge convention center in Virginia Beach, and they just don't use it for that, which they should. It would be awesome and amazing. You went to Aqua Show Dallas last year, okay? So I'm sure you saw some like I'm sure you saw like the ones that were up there for you, like the high rollers, or I don't know, I'm just calling them that, but like the YouTube ones that have like all thousands and thousands of subscribers who actually have a bit, like I don't have a business, right? We went to Aquafest in Slidell, LA, and it was underwhelming after going to Aquashon. Really? You said, oh, LA or Louisiana? Not good with the abbreviations here. No, yeah, wait, they have Aquafest? Is that, where's Slidell? Is it LA? Or am I thinking, oh, okay, never mind. I'm thinking LA. Okay, so Louisiana. Yeah, I could definitely see how that's not far from you right there. Okay, gotcha. Slide out. I see it right there. I see the city. You met Jet. Okay, cool. Jess, awesome. Yeah, in fact, I've heard on other streams. Um, See, that's cool. I'd like to meet all like Chattanooga Ed, James. You met Lisa, Jess, Shanna. Okay, Tina Aqua, Rob, and I don't know who all. Yeah. Okay. That's why I want to go. I want to be able to meet everybody too. That'd be pretty sweet. Ever since I got into the hobby and found out like about fish fam and everything, and everybody's like gets to meet everybody, it would be that would be something else. And I've been on other streams where I've heard him mention you too. Like some of the bigger streams, I've heard him mention your name on here, your YouTube name. So that's pretty awesome. I've yet to hear anybody. I had what was it? The last live stream that they did on KG Tropicals. Um, they actually mentioned me. Awesome. I felt like that was a goal completed for that. Of course, I put in like a little what do you call it, the super chat on their thing. So it's just cool. It's just cool getting like you're getting your name mentioned. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm just looking something up real quick. Where am I at? Am I on? Oh, okay. Hmm. Whoa. When the fish went crazy. You said they don't mention me as much nowadays, but they will be hearing from me soon. Like, okay. Yeah, no, that's cool. I need to get. I think what it is. I need to get into streams. I need to like if people are offering people to come up on the stream. I think I need to probably do that. You got your new setup. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. I've been trying. Like I bought like last year. I bought a GoPro because I never had one. And I wanted one, so I bought the GoPro Hero 9, and I don't know. Like I've had it hooked up, but I'm having problems with it. Um, it's just not cooperating with me, and I'm sure it's something on my end that I need to fix. I need to learn about. So, yeah, once I get that, I'll be able to um, do better streams. And oh shoot, you know what? I didn't realize that. I didn't. Okay, all right. Just to let you know, I just subscribed to your channel. All right, I didn't realize that I wasn't. So you should see an extra one right there. There you go. I'll take a look at these. You know, some of these videos that you got up here. They look pretty cool. Yeah, I'll take a look at them and all. There you go. Cool, cool. Yeah, I'm trying to break that 100. I'm getting there. A few more, like 8 more, something like that. That's my personal goal. Is just to break 100 for now. For now. But oh man, you don't like how FishTube has become fish. It's not necessarily about fish or pets even. Oh, like whenever. Are you talking about like the when you say the fish tube? Are you talking about like the community or something? Is that what you mean? Or is, wait, when I stop talking, I can hear that music. But if you're, oh, okay, yeah. I don't expect you saying names. Of course not. Yeah, yeah, I know. It's I think what it is. I don't know. It's just I mean, if it's kind of hard to, or I guess people, I've heard a stream where they said that where they just don't talk about fish that much at all. Um, yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Shoot, I have trouble uh, trying to keep on topic so much. I do and I don't. I mean, I could sit here and just ramble on um, about the fish, and sometimes I'll try to look up like when I shared this channel, I'll try to look up some fish on like when I shared the screen. I figure it's something that keeps it in fish. And I know, and sometimes on my streams, like I'll do fish, and sometimes I'll throw in a few things here and there, uh, just to kind of keep it interesting. I guess, you know. And there are some videos that I do plan on doing that are more of the educational side, just basic stuff. But I mean, I would have to attract other, like I want to do beginner stuff. But obviously, I mean, everybody here knows in this community already knows the basic stuff. So I would have to somehow get a new audience, incorporate a new audience in it too. As far as like, just basic, I want to teach beginner stuff for people. I want to teach people how to like, if people have like kids who want to learn how to set up a fish tank, right? Um, so that's what I'd love to do. Like I even have, I started like just just basic website. Just it just shows the 3 different types of filtrations, not including a sump because I just haven't added that to it yet. I keep saying I'm going to, I just haven't added it to it yet. Um, but it's just the name, turn to aquatics.com. I actually got the .com. I bought the little website, because I figured nobody's going to have turn2aquatics.com, right? So, but it's very basic. It just shows like some pictures of ooh, are they facing off? Look at that. They facing off? Oh man, they stopped. See the convict? Oh man, they turned around. This guy right here. He was facing off with the convict. uh, oh, he turned back around. Oh, are they starting again? Oh, they're definitely. Okay. And again, I knew once I got these fish in here. So this guy right here is the. Sorry for the glare, but he's the. Oh my God, I'm having a brain fart right now. He is the Jack Dempsey. No, yeah, Jack Dempsey. Where'd you go? I scared him away. He's this right here. He's the Jack Dempsey. Okay, and if you had a better view, he has like in the right light, he's got all these little speckles of different colors, and it's so cool. Um, what does your name mean? Wow, you know what? I'm so glad you asked that because it it's actually the term turn two. Okay, it's an actual old Navy term because that's I was in like that's what I retired from was Navy, and like back in the day they used to say this over like the loudspeaker on the ships, but they called it a 1MC. That's just the name of this loudspeaker they could talk on when they had to do like announcements over the speakers and stuff. So turn two means, like I said, an old Navy term. It means to basically, uh, like whatever you were doing, if you were just kind of like taking a break, they would say the ship would announce over the thing. They would say, like, say they were taking lunch. They would say it was lunchtime. At the end of lunch, they would go over to this loudspeaker over the 1MC, and they would push this little button on top of this little speaker thing they put up to their mouth, and they would blow this whistle. It would be like I can't whistle. It would be like, and they would after that means that whistle tone means it's the end of something, like the end of lunch. Or they call it the end of chow. Okay, and they would say they would blow a whistle. And they would be like turn two, continue ship's work. Okay, so that's they used to say that. The Navy used to. They don't say that anymore. Okay, they would be like turn two, and like the little symbol. I remember when I was a young sailor. Okay, and my old first class, or my old chief back in the day would be like they would take their fingers and just make the two, like the piece, you know, like two fingers, your pointer and your middle, just hold them up, you know, just making the two, and they would turn them. They would turn their hands, just hold them up. That would mean turn two. Like if I was like kind of messing around somewhere, not or anybody was messing around, not doing much, I've seen like this, like their supervisor, where they would hold their hand up and just turn it like that. I mean, turn two means it basically means get off your butt and get back to work. So I've seen that a lot. I've done that, and what's funny is what's so crazy is how things have changed over time, like in the Navy. Like just the old traditions wear off, okay, and just new things happen, right? So I still go on ships today and work, but I'm not military. I just work on the same equipment, but it's on the civilian side. Um, like as a government person. And I asked the sailors on ship, I'm like, hey, do you guys know what this means? And I'll do like my two fingers, I'll turn them, and they'll be like, they'll say something different. I'll be like, and I'll be like, that's what I figured, like because they don't do it anymore. So turn two, that's why I changed it. That's why I named it that, turn two aquatics. And it also could mean another thing. Like the average person would be like, like if you don't know what to do, if you want a hobby, you could turn to aquatics, right? Um, and if you notice, when I was creating the design for my logo, you see the two koi right there, okay? The orange koi. And I saw that, I was like, oh, wait a minute, there's two of them. And you could picture them like turning in a circle around each other. So there's a couple different meanings for that logo. It's like there's two turning, and it's turn two aquatics. So sorry I elaborated that pretty far out, but no one's ever asked me what that means. So thanks for asking. Pretty awesome. Um, So my old name that used to be Aquatic Action, and I still have that name, but I use it for like a little online on my website for like a little online store because I didn't want to get rid of that logo and everything. Um, so I just say Aquatic Action Online Store, you know, by Turn to Aquatics. So I figure out how to keep that. So that's awesome. So I turn on my tanks to distract me from depression. I hear you with that. Okay, I hear you with that. I've dealt with the same thing, and something I've learned was just setting up tanks. You know, like just like setting up a tank. Um, like I'll sit there and like just as one fit any of my tanks, I'll just sit there and stare at them. And I'll look up close, look around plants, just look at things. You know, and I could do that just for a while, and it does. It distracts you from you know the little things that you don't want to think about, and it's definitely something. It definitely works. Um, yeah, you're like right on with that, and because you know you have this whole ecosystem contained in this glass box or acrylic, whatever you got, you know, and you have the full care of these fish, these creatures in there. You know what I mean? And yeah, and they're just contained right there. And I've always wondered how loud, you know, how loud it is. If you depending on what you have in your filtration, like how loud is it in there for them? You know what I mean? Um, yeah, it's a feel good hobby. It definitely is. Um, there's a cool video I did a while back. You'd have to like if you ever see, you have to like scroll down on my video list, but it's called Under the Surface. Okay. It's called Under the Surface, and what I did was I took my GoPro when I first kind of got it, and it's waterproof. So when I went to a vacation along like last August, we went down there, and I went to the like in Puerto Rico. I went to the beach, and I took footage of underwater. But this for this particular video, I have the surface. You see the surface of the water. I was in it, but I'm just holding the camera out, looking around. And then, so basically, what I did was I have footage. I put my GoPro inside of my three different tanks, and this is on the same video. Three different fish tanks, and I put music, kind of slowed down the footage a little bit just for the effect. And you can see I'm moving it around in the tank. But what's cool is when for each of these three little videos, it shows that I'm at the beach, right? And then as the camera goes in the water, I edit it and like pretty much at the perfect spot where when it submerges, it's like in my tank. I have the music in the background, like I said, and it's like it's in the 150 when it was. I had the 150 set up as a saltwater tank back then. But they all moved to the 90 gallon. So, and then the other tank is when with my flower horn, and then the other tank is a 55 gallon that had some other cichlids in it with angels, and so it's a cool video. It's different because I thought about it. I was like, I want to do that, see if I can do that, and I think I did it pretty well. And then I surface again after each video. After I start surfacing, it comes back up, and I'm out at the beach again. So, even though two of the tanks are freshwater, right? Even though I'm at the beach, but I just think it's funny. But just if you watch it, just the music that I put in the background, it's just kind of it's really nice. It's really cool to hear it when you're just sitting there watching. I don't know. I think I did an awesome job. Anyway, I'm done bragging about my video. I have one of those silver air pumps with the cooling fins. It gets hot, it hums, and the fish like tanks bubble. It doesn't bother me. I'm living in the same way. Yeah, yeah. My saltwater tank, it's It's got a little bit of noise to it because the return pump in the sump, and I got to put more water inside of the whatchamacallit, in the tank because it gets the return from the canister filter just when it hits the surface, it gets that noise. So, but I was wondering how loud it is for fish in there. If they can, you know, you know. Uh, but anyway, Mississippi hippie, I really appreciate you coming out. I'm gonna have to take off because I have some things I have to go do today. I gotta get this day started. Um, but hey, I really appreciate you stopping by and just chatting with me. It's been fun. It's awesome. So, I have things to do. And again, I'm sure I'll catch you on other streams or, yeah. And I'm hoping one of these days I can go to one of these events. That'd be really cool to meet a lot of people. We have a gladiator back in the room. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Okay, that's a good idea. A lot of good ideas there. I'm trying to think of ideas for tanks. But okay, yeah, I'll catch you later too. Nice talking to you. All right, have a good rest of your weekend. All right, see you later.